I really like the way the bed looks with the Linux on it, and the little attention to detail, such as how they didn't spray the bed bolts. But something about this bolt doesn't look right to me. The shoulder of the bolt isn't sitting flat on the washer. It's at an angle. So I went out and got a T55 Torx bit for my ratchet to take this out and see what's going on. As I was loosening it, I could definitely tell the bolt was cross-threaded because the tension just wasn't letting up. And my suspicions were correct because when I took a look at the bolt, the outer tips of the threads were flat. And when I tried to screw it back in, the bolt wanted to go in at that incorrect angle. So what I did was I took a bed bolt out from a different location and I used that bolt to recut threads into the one Linux messed up. It actually took me a few tries, but I got it working. I made sure the bolts were torqued to the factory specifications. The only side effect of this is the permanent imprint on the Linux where the bolt was on before, but at least now it's on correctly. Another thing I noticed that they didn't do correctly had to do with this tailgate wire loom. They didn't put the grommet back on. I had trouble getting it on, and I was afraid they got too much Linux around the hole, but it turns out that the grommet was flipped upside down. So I flipped it over and I was able to barely get it in. And lastly, if you take a look between the bed and the tailgate, you can see that the spare tire got a spray of Linux. There's nothing much I could do about that, but it just goes to show you that no one's going to care about your truck as much as you do.